EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games, but we will have on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucks and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On third down, it's Prescott. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Hurts.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Going to run again here with Pollard. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here go 46. Here go 47.
Here's Prescott. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go 47. Here we go 46, 46. 46.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Jordan Davis
in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
And oh, it's blocked. There he goes left side. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. That is a play that you just do not see very often, maybe a couple times a year, the blocked extra point return for 2.
You can't afford to give anyone a free run at the kicker. Oftentimes he's going to bounce off his hands or chest and head the other direction.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Let's go now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Micah Parsons in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
They're going to look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Jordan Berry out to punt on 4th down.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott. This pass complete to Pollard on the out route. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, our score 9-6. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Here we go, 47.
The slot man in motion right. After the sack on 1st down, Prescott. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one quickly to Lamb. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Prescott on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Tony Pollard with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
This time, the extra point up and go. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Throwing is Hurts.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The Cowboys at 9-5 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, Prescott again.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, kill. Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. Here we go.
From the 17, Prescott throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
47. Here we go, going to 54, going to 54.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Hassan Reddick, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit.
He had his lone attempt blocked earlier.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that'll make this a 7-point game. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On second down, Swift.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out in the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a 1st down.
On 1st down, Hurts. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Hurts. Well, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Under pressure, they got him again. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And taken right at the 35. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
First down, Prescott. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 11 now, Prescott. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Ready.
He delivers another to Goddard, complete.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, he's had the coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Penny, the 1st down carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He'll look to throw.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll look to throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the option to give to Swift here.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Hurts. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Hurts.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Micah Parsons.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott
tosses the out route here to Gallup.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Cowboys on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Slot man moves right. On third down, it's Prescott. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall?
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss.
I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Here's Bryan Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts dancing to his left. Complete. Smith has it. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. 19, Hurts sets up to throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out. Officials, turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. The man in motion is Brown. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
They go back to Pollard on second down.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
They'll try the option on third down. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Rodrigo Blankenship with an important one.
This to perhaps salt this one away.
Blankenship's kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the...
That is a missed opportunity.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Cowboys, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Eagles,
this loss really hurts their playoff chances as they drop to 7-8 with 2 games left.
And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.